Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Real Talk Live with Arnette D Love. And I decided to go live on my main page because I wanted to make sure that excuse me, that I reach the masses. So I said, let me go live on the good page and then I will forward it to the other page. But I just wanted to come to you today because I wasn't sure how my tomorrow is going to look. Got a lot of stuff going on, and have you ever just been through a lot of stuff and you're doing it in private? It's just, everybody don't need to know what you're going through. I'm having that type of last few weeks, almost a month. I've been going through a lot, and I'm like, I just don't want to explain it, okay? But I do want to talk to you because I think it's been a minute before we actually talked. And so I'm so glad that the elections are over. Let me say that first and foremost. I'm so glad that these elections are over. And congratulations once again to everyone who secured a seat. Okay, I've been there not one, not two, but 3 times. And I know how it feels to be in an election for some people. For me, it was mighty lonely. It was mighty lonely. I didn't have anyone that really had my back except for my sister. I didn't have anyone that was really, there to help me along the way. It was very lonely for me. But look at God. I ended up securing a seat this last time. So I just thank God for everything. And like I said, congratulations to everyone that won. Now, what I wanted to talk about is how people always try to make you feel guilty about something that they would never do for you. You understand what I'm saying? How you going to look at me and expect me to do something for you that you have never in your life attempted to do for me, and you never will? That's what gets me with some individuals, okay? You will never, come out your pocket with anything for me. You will never even make sure that I have a meal secured for myself. Sure, you won't spit on me if I'm on fire, but you expect me to go above and beyond for you. Let me tell you people right now, okay? Don't let people put you in those type of situations to where you feeling bad about not doing something for them when you know that they have never done it, will never do it, and they're not even thinking about you when you're put in these categories. Let me go back to me, because since I talked about the election, let me go back to me for the election. I had people who I had actually campaigned for, endorsed, screamed their names loud and proud, baby, that would look at me or looked at me with their nose up in the air, hoping that I lost. I had people that I called my friend at one point in time, didn't even extend a good luck to me, just hoping that I lost, right? And some of these same people looking at me like I should have been out there rallying for them. I don't rally for anybody. Since 2020, I don't rally for anybody. I don't endorse anybody. I don't say your name loud. Why? Because nobody has done it for me. Nobody has done it for me, but I have done it for a many. For a many. And that's why I say when I run my race, I feel very alone. Very alone. Because nobody's calling my name like I used to call their name. So I say that to say this to you. For those of you who's around here, feeling some kind of way because you chose to vote for who you wanted to vote for, because you chose to, make your votes quiet and secret, that's your choice. If you want to get out here and tap dance for somebody, get out here and tap dance for. That's your choice. You don't have to share with anybody on who you voted for. You don't have to share with anybody on what's your next move in life. You just need to make sure that you are happy. You have to be happy within you, okay? Because these people right out here, and I'm just going to be point blank and period with you, these people out here, some of them will tear you down till you are nothing but shreds. They will tear you down until you're nothing but straight. And see, I know y'all miss me for putting it out there real. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a negative person. I'm always positive, but I'm going to tell you what a TI is. And if you don't take care of yourself, your mind is going to be so messed up, so confused from these people with their so low self-esteem and their issues in life. They're not happy with themselves, so they don't want you to be happy with yourself. And you have to learn how, and we have to learn how to be happy within. Be satisfied with the decisions that we make. Be satisfied with the person that we're looking at in the mirror. If it's something that you want to change, you change it. Don't let anybody convince you that you need to do something and you don't feel like you need to do that. Yeah, I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's all about you making you happy from within you. Okay? And so don't let people make you feel like, you should have done this, that, and the other. You do what the heck you want to do. That's what you do. You do what the heck you want to do. With every action comes a reaction. There's always consequences, but be satisfied. As long as you're happy with the decisions that you made, go on with your consequences. You understand what I'm saying? Move out with your consequences. As long as you're happy with the decisions you made, deal with the consequences. You understand what I'm saying? I just laugh at folks when they try to act like I did something to them. No. When I treat you the way that you treated me, don't get an attitude. Let's keep moving. Let's keep this train moving like you kept it moving when I felt you should have been on my side. When I felt you should have said, love, how are you doing? Do you need anything? And let me help you. And you did. And then guess what I did? I smiled. I smiled and still showed you love. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that did not support me in the 2024 election didn't support me at all. Do you hear what I'm saying? And people still wonder how we still associate today, because it's not about them. It's about me. It's about the relationship that I have with me, and nobody and nothing is going to make me hate people. No, you don't have to support me for me to still show you love. I just know where you're coming from. I know when your limit is there. You know what I'm saying? I know when it's about to turn for the worse, so I know when to step away. I know when to make my move. I'm not gonna not show you grace because you didn't do what I would have done to you. We have to stop expecting people to do for us what we would do for them. You know what I'm saying? So I put boundaries up for myself. I put things in place where this will not happen. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. This is my standard operational procedure. So let me encourage you to get you some standard operation of procedures when it comes to friends, associates, politics, workplace relationships. Get your own set of standard operating procedures. There are certain things that I do not deviate from. There are certain things that I do not say. I watch how I bring people in, how I comfort people. I watch all of that because I don't want to say the wrong thing and have you thinking something that's not going to happen. That's not so. Like, I don't like people coming to my house. I don't like company. So I would never come to your house. Unless you insist that I come. I'm not going to ask you, can I come to your house? Because I can't offer you the same thing. I don't want you to come to my house because that is my place of peace. And I have to watch what and who I bring into my place of peace. And I'm going to tell y'all something, and you might not believe it, but people bring in bad omens, bad spirits into your place of peace. I never forget one night I had someone, and I knew this person, and don't get scared, but I knew this person believed in roots. I was in Georgia, and I knew this person dabbled in it when necessary for them, okay? And I still allowed that person into my house, and that person left that mess in my house. And luckily, don't get scared. Don't get scared. Luckily, I knew about it because I had an aunt that did it and somebody else in my family that did it. But I knew about it, but I knew to pray, okay? And I knew to do a few other things, you know? And so I did that, but that reminded me, you have to watch who you bring in your vicinity, who you bring into your peaceful place, okay? And I'm not saying that because, you know, a lot of stuff, yes, is what you believe. But my thing is, if you believe in angels, you better believe in demons. You don't have one without the other, okay? So I try to make that simple for you. Okay, if you believe in one, you have to believe in the other one. And you have to be very careful. You have to resist. You know, like the Bible says, resist temptation, or call in the name of Jesus and the demons will flee. Come on, you can't have one without the other. You can't believe in one side and don't believe in the other side. And I'm just telling you, keep yourself happy from within. So know your limitations. Set boundaries, what you will do, what you will not do. My boundary for politics, for election day or campaigning, I don't support anyone openly. I don't. If I tell you that I got you, you better believe I got you. But I'm not going to be 24/7 up in your face because I don't want everybody to know who I am supporting, because that's like an endorsement. So I'm going to speak to you. I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to smile. I'm going to do all that stuff. But I'm going to treat you the same doggone way you treated me when I ran my 3 times. And that is, I'm going to be very courteous to you. That's it. No one said, love, let me help you. Let me pass out your stuff. I'm going to tell my friends to vote for you. But let me tell y'all something. And this is why I always say I was elected by the people, because those people turned out for me. All people, both Democrats. I had a whole bunch of Democrats that voted for me. A whole bunch of Democrats that voted for me. And then I had some Republicans that voted for me as well. I had some independents. I had people that belonged to the Tea Party. I was the people's candidate, and I'm working for the people. But one thing the people has to remember is who I am. I am not any different than the person I was before I was elected. I am still a Black woman. I am still within the Black community. When people see me of other races, they see a Black woman. Some of them still go to the other side of the sidewalk, and this is no lie, or they move over real far away from me when I'm passing. I still get that, especially those who don't identify who I am. You see what I'm saying? So don't think that I am not who I am. I am that girl, like I told you before, a descendant of Nigeria. That is who I am. So don't think I'm going to change because I'm an elected official. No, and don't expect a person to change. They are always going to be who you are. When I get pulled over, when I got my ticket, they didn't care about who I am. They wanted that money, honey. You see what I'm saying? They wanted that money. So my thing is, stop expecting things from people that you know you can't give them. If you don't invite me to your party, how do I know that it's okay for me to come to your party? I go where I'm invited. So you can't get an attitude of me going where I'm invited when you haven't invited me anywhere. Get an attitude when I tell you, no, I can't come because this, and this, because I don't feel comfortable. If you invite me, I'm coming. And don't invite me and I have to pay $100 some. That's the reason I'm not coming, because I got to pay you $100 some to come to something or somewhere that you want me, and then you want me to pay $100 some. Do y'all know how many times we get offered invitations and we got to come up with $120, $100 some. I mean, if it's something that you know I do, that's different. But if this is something you want, somewhere you want me to be just because I'm an elected official, come on. You talking about $500 a month with all these invites that we be getting. And let me make it perfectly clear, we don't do this for the money. If y'all look at what I get paid as a school board member, you would know we don't do this as a money. And if we get $10,000, it's public, $10,000 a year. I use that up just going, visiting the schools, going to the meetings. That was gone like my first few months because I'm worth my time. I'm worth my pay and time, if that's how you're looking at it. So we don't do it for the money. We do it for service, okay? We do it for service. And some things I can't even make because it started cutting into my personal funds. You know what I'm saying? So I had to say, okay, so do I pay this light bill, or do I pay HRSD, or do I go to this training? And all we get is complaining from everybody. That's what we get, the complaints and stuff like that. And so my thing is, I'm going to continue to be who I am. I'm going to continue to be loved. I'm going to continue to make myself happy because I asked for your vote, and I'm going to continue to serve you to the best of my ability. I'm going to continue to do that. But in order for me to continue to do that, I have to do what I'm telling you guys to do. And that is to be happy from within. You're going to hear criticism. People are going to talk about what you didn't do. People are going to talk about how you look. People are going to talk about some of the things that you say. You cannot please everybody. That's one thing you have to remember, whether you're at work, whether you're at play, whether you're in church. You can't please everybody, but you know who you can please. You can please God, and you can please yourself. Do what's pleasing to him, and then make sure that it's pleasing to you afterwards. Other than that, you can't sit here and worry about what everybody else is thinking about you. You can't do it. You can't do it. And let me talk to these people, these so-called low-key bullies. Let me tell y'all something. You're not supposed to try to control people. You're not supposed to try to control people. Everything isn't about you. It's not all about what you want. Hey, baby. It's not about what you want. Try out here, if a person don't agree with you, you mad. So what? Get mad. Get mad. That's why I be like I am right now by myself, because so many people get mad at me. They get mad at me because just like you're stubborn as a mule, baby, I had the mule. I had the mule, and you cannot push me. I am stubborn as my grandmother. Thank you, baby. I am stubborn as my grandma, honey. And she didn't budge. And let me tell you what else she didn't do. She did not talk about people. She didn't gossip. If she didn't care about you, she looked at you and smacked them lips and kept right on moving. Y'all know Miss Blunt, though some of you know her. She kept right on moving. She's just, and kept moving. Didn't say a mumbling word negative about you, and didn't allow anybody to talk negative about you. So this is my whole thing. Just because you have an enemy, your enemy is not my enemy. Your enemy may be my good friend because they understand me. Okay? So I'm not going to dislike a person because you dislike a person. That is downright dumb as hell. Excuse my expression, but that is just elementary. That is what I call just low rent. And getting mad, I don't care, you're always mad at me. That's low rent. To sit there and judge somebody because of somebody else's relationship with that person. That is ridiculous. And love will never do it. You might not like that person, doesn't mean I can't like that person. But one thing I can tell you, I don't talk about my friends with their enemies. That's one thing I learned from Rosa Blunt. I can have a relationship without you being the topic. I would not allow anybody to disrespect anybody that I respect in my presence. And you can ask anybody. You can ask anybody. If people come in there and want to talk about our politicians to me, hey, wait a minute. I might not agree with this, and this, but I love that person. That's what they hear from me. I love that person. That means we're not getting ready to have this conversation. We're not getting ready to have this conversation. So just because people hangs with people that you don't like or they associate with people that you don't like does not mean they sitting there talking about you. That is the dumbest crap I ever seen in my life. And I just wish that we would grow up. I really do. I wish that we would grow up. Because I don't have time to sit here and be talking about y'all. I'm sitting here trying to figure out how my coins going to get maximized. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay? Y'all be happy from within, and others stop trying to control folks. Do you know how many people talked about me when the Republicans endorsed me? I was an independent. I ain't have anybody. The Democrats turned on me. I grew up a hardcore Democrat. And when I didn't do something, well, first I was lied on, and then when I didn't do what they thought I should have done, they turned on me and tried to blackball me. And the Republicans saw that I sincerely wanted to serve. So the Republicans asked me could they endorse me. And of course, I had no endorsement. This black woman endorsed, independent, because the Democrats basically pushed me out. And so the Republicans endorsed me. But see, I'm going to tell you about God. Those Democrats still supported me. They just did it quietly. So I got used to being supported in the dark. They still supported me. They still voted for me. And so did the Republicans. So the Democrats, I had the Democrats, Republicans, Tea Party, Independent. They was all behind me. And that is how I won. And that's where I will remain in the middle. Because I agree with some, I don't agree with some. I agree with this side, and sometimes I don't agree with this side. You know what I'm saying? But nobody is bossing me around. Nobody's telling me what to do. Baby, I would die first before I let anybody rule me. And before I kiss anybody hind parts, I want y'all to bury me on my knees. Because I never want to be in that position. Hear what I say? Never. I'd rather do without than to have to sit here and live to serve or to satisfy somebody else. I'd rather do without. That's just how I am. You know, and when you get a person like that, most of the time they're very loyal. They're very loyal. Yeah, I made this about me because there were some things I saw going on that I didn't like. And you know, I'm an older woman. And it's my position, it's my duty to bring some things to light. Now, whether you like it or not, that's on you. That's fine. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't going to tell you nothing that's not real, that's not true. Know who you are. I know who I am. If I say it again, don't get mad at me. I am a descendant of Nigeria. It is sad that I may be of the Igbo tribe, but I'm not sure yet. I haven't gotten that check. But because of my personality, that's what many have said. But it is what it is. At least I know where I'm from. Okay? Or where I'm a descendant of. Okay? Know who you are. Always be real to yourself. Always make sure that you're not catering to anybody. Cater to you. Cater to the God that you serve. Don't cater to man, because they will disappoint you every time. I'm telling you, they will disappoint you every time. And it takes strength to get through that disappointment. To get through that disappointment. And people stop trying to control folks. That's not of God. That's not Christian. Who made you king? Who made you judge and jury? To be able to try to control somebody. And I'm going to tell y'all this little tidbit, then I'm going to let you go. If you a foot soldier, If you, what my mama hate when I say, the little flunky, there ain't no way I'm letting you control me. There's no way you gonna be able to tell me nothing. Do you understand me? There is no way that you gonna be able to tell me nothing. And let me tell y'all something. You do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But you do not forget those who don't do a daggone thing for you. Remember, God loves you. I love you. Make sure you love yourself. Go and love someone else. Until we shall meet again, may you be tremendously blessed.